Hey guys, DarkRay91 here, and I am doing a video of the um it's a discussion, but it's also a video on what I saw earlier of the new movie that is possibly coming out this year. It is called Pokemon I Choose You, and this is going to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Pokemon. Pokemon has been out for 20 years, and this is I wasn't expecting them to do something this big. I thought that the Volcanion slash Magearna movie was part of the 20th anniversary because it came out during the summer. I believe it was in July. But this movie, again, title being Pokemon I Choose You, comes out in July of this year, and not much was shown. It showed this Ash-looking character with the as you see with the picture that I have for the background, the hat that he's putting on, and then the promotional picture has Ash on the ground with Pikachu next to him, his bag on the floor, and I believe the Pokeball was next to the bag, which I am assuming that's um, Pikachu's Pokeball. Although in the trailer they showed this Ash looking character grab a Pokeball, and we all know that Ash started off with Pikachu, but the Pokeball didn't have the lightning bolt on it. And if you for those who remember, because I'm a '90s baby, I remember watching the first episode of Pokemon that Professor Oak gave Ash Pikachu, but Pikachu's Pokeball was very different compared to a normal Pokemon because his was very special. His had a thunderbolt on it, and Pikachu doesn't like to be in the Pokeball, and it just showed him putting on his hat. It showed him grab the Pokeball, and it wasn't a long trailer. It was a 30-second trailer, and within the 30-second trailer, towards the end, the title of the movie was like there for the last 10 seconds. So really, the trailer was 20 seconds. Now, what I will say about this is that the images that we saw in the trailer for the movie might not be in the movie, because I remember with the Zekrom and Reshiram movie, we saw Ho-Oh and Lugia fight each other, and that wasn't in the movie. That was basic Pokemon using clickbait to have people, get hyped up for the next movie. And I'm not calling this clickbait, but I think that's what they're doing here. They're showing you something. They're showing you a placeholder. And the images they're not going to show you till maybe like the second trailer or maybe the third trailer, or they may not show you until the movie is going to be out in theaters or wherever it's going to be. But the movie is coming out in July. And I explained before that last year the Volcanion slash Magearna movie came out in July as well. But what I have many questions about what I saw. Now, of course, this is gonna be a placeholder for what the actual movie is gonna look like. But within the trailer, we see again with the picture that I have in the background, this Ash looking character. It kind of looks like Ash. He has the spiky hair, he has his gloves on, but his hat is very different. Now, if you remember Ash in the first episode or in the first generation, he had this triangle looking logo on his hat. Now, with this hat, it has the old style of the Generation 1 hat, and what makes it different is it doesn't have the triangle, but it has this, I guess you can say this, not diamond, but this hexagon, not hexagon, but I don't know how to pronounce it or whatever. But if you've seen the logo in Sun and Moon, that's what it looks like. It looks like a mixture of the logo from Generation 1 and the logo of Generation 7, or season 20 or 21, whatever. I think is like the 20th season now. But that's what it looks like. It's still red and white, and and the logo on the hat is green, and that's exactly how the old hat looked. But this one looks like a mixture of the Generation One hat, or Season One hat, and the Season 20 hat. So there was a few theories going around. I what I'm sticking to is that this is Ash, and what is planning to do is just redraw and retell the story of Ash. So this is like an Ash origin type movie, the same way we had the Pokemon Origins movie with Red and Blue. But this one is just a retelling of Ash his going through Kanto in season one, but this is redrawn and retold. Now, another theory that I do have, and it got me guessing, was what if this is Ash from another parallel universe? Now, we saw in X and Y that has the best animation of all the Pokemon seasons thus far. Um, that there was mega evolution in that series. What if in this universe there is no parallel, or there is no mega evolutions? Now, a thought that I had was maybe what they could do is, it may be a little fan servicey, but what they could do is have Ash start off in Kanto and go through all the regions, and then end off in Sun and Moon. Now, I as much as I would like that, I don't think they're gonna do that because they're gonna deter the the age bracket of viewers, because they want to have kids who are around Ash's age, which is 10 or 11 years old, watch the movies and watch the show. And that's the reason why for the last 20 years Ash has been 10 or 11 years old. The reason why he has not aged, and Pokemon has said this, that the reason why Ash has been 10 years old for the last 20 years, for the last 20 seasons, is because they want the kids who are around his age to feel like they're going on an adventure with him. Now, I understand that, but you need to understand that the people who started off with Ash are now in their mid 20s. From, like, let's use me as an example. I'm 25. I started watching Pokemon when I was 5 years old. Now on the show he's 10. But I'm a mid adult. I'm in my mid 20s, and then for every season I've seen Ash be 10 years old. It's a little deterring. It really is. You know, why can't they have him grow up? Why can't they have him grow up and have a son, and then have his son go through the trials of what Ash had to do when he was a child? Why does he have to continue to be 10 years old? You know, it's I don't want to rant too much, but again, my theory is that this could be a retelling of Ash's story, and it just be reanimated. Of course, it looks very different, looks very, very clean cut. And this also could be placed on the non-mega evolution timeline. And, you know, like I said, it could be a little fan servicey, but I would, you know, I'd be very surprised if they have Ash go from the Kanto region to the Johto region to the Hoenn region to the Unova region to the Sinnoh region. You know, I'm going out of order, but you know what I mean. But I hope they have more trailers on this. Whether those trailers are gonna be actually in the movie or not, I just hope they have more trailers, because they, you know, right now theories are being put. Of course, with mine as well. But as of right now, all we have are theories. All we have are people just pulling out bits and pieces of what they think might be, you know, what they think the movie might be about. Of course, you know, everybody's gonna have their own theories, but you know, I wouldn't be surprised if they add more stuff in trailer 2, And if they go as far as trailer 3, we'll probably get some more. And then we'll probably have a short trailer, having all the trailers from, trailer 1, 2, and 3, put them all together in a like a 1 or 2 minute trailer, like a month or 2 weeks before the movie comes out in January. I mean, not in January, excuse me, in July. So I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie, because this movie is, not only is it based around season one, but it's also based around, the season and the generation of when I got into Pokemon. And I don't know if you can hear, but I'll raise up the volume. I have um Pokemon Sun and Moon going on in the background. I've played every single Pokemon game ever since the first one came out, excluding the ones that came out only for Japan. I haven't played the ones that are just for Japan. The ones that have came out in America, I've played every single game. Including Pokemon Snap. You have Pokemon Coliseum, Pokemon Gale of Darkness. You have Pokemon games that came on the GameCube, the PlayStation, the Game Boy, the Game Boy Color, the first Pokemon game that came out in the first Nintendo DS. I've played a lot of Pokemon games in my 20 years of being around this franchise. And I'm not saying the franchise is going to die out anytime soon. This franchise is going to go on and on and on, just like Mario. And you have there's a new game coming out, a new season coming out. There's always something new coming out with Pokemon. But I'm excited because I get to relive the very first time that I got to see Pokemon. Just sitting down, eating my bowl of Cheerios. I remember too, 20 years ago, I was living with my grandparents, and I remember seeing that first episode of Pokemon. I sat down, I turned on the TV, I saw something new. I was like, okay, what is this? We have this kid, he's putting on a hat, he's putting on his bag, he's telling his mom that he's leaving, that he's watching Bruno face off somebody in the Elite Four. It's like, I remember everything about seeing episode 1 of season 1. I freaking love it. Generation 1 will always have a special place in my heart. But let me know what you guys thought about it. Are you excited? Are you guys ready to see what the movie is about? And to those who are gonna watch this, who are around my age, who started watching Pokemon around the same time as I did, are you excited for this movie? Because I'm freaking excited for this movie. I get to relive part of my childhood all over again. And that's what is exciting about it. So, with that, leave a like, leave a comment if you're excited. You don't have to be my age. You could be still 10 or 11 years old. And just wait ready for the next Pokemon movie, because I know some people necessarily don't watch the anime, but they do watch the movies because they feel like the movies are better than the episodes. Some people may think that, but anything Pokemon related I like. Oh, well, almost everything. I don't want to say everything, but almost everything Pokemon related I will like. That, and besides the animation of Pokemon Sun and Moon, the anime, but that's besides the point. So leave a like, leave a comment on comment hashtag Pokemon 20th anniversary. So that's all I have for you, and I will see you guys in the next one.